Hello everybody, welcome back to PadFootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are back here in Planet Coaster once again. And, yeah, so, that's all I have to say with that one. In course of time, so I'm not spending weeks and weeks and weeks in video-wise, I want you guys to always be able to come into something different, something new. So, when we were gone, I should say, well, while you were gone, I gotta finish this side now, I'm thinking about it. We finished Copperhead Strike, the inside and the outside. From what you'll see now, there is a roof on it. We need to put the trimming over here. I just realized that I missed this, but we've done a lot since you were here. Now, let's talk about it a little bit more. A lot more vegetation added to just enhance the world around it. Anyways, really, this was built in a forest next to the river. Man, where do we even start? Let's start with Copperhead Strike, and then I'll show you around the park. But a lot of vegetation, you'll see that there's a lot of lighting around. That's because this whole ride is lit up at night. Really want to mark it off of the being open at night, and every ride's got its own lights and everything. So we've got a whole bunch of those Fresnels around in orange to light up the whole entire ride as it goes through. But it also now at least makes it fit in with the Runaway Railroad mine train, which I can't remember. Are we changing the name of you? Old Riverside Railroad. And then I thought we had a new sign. Yeah, but the reason why we've done that is because we're really trying to light up the park at night. I know it kills frame rate, so don't worry about that. Hi, Izzy. I see you. Yeah, I think we're going to end up calling it the Runaway Mine Train. That'll be rebranded before we open it up. But yeah, let's talk about what we've done. What has been changed? So we'll get out of our lot area here and come over to Copperhead Strike one more time. So of course we've got the lights. That's the biggie. I'll change it back to day just for sake of frame rate. Nope. And we've got it sign mounted up front. Now the sign is actually just mounted to the steel here. I'm gonna put some extra padding around it because again, that's one pivot point. A wind, the vibration, that'll just snap off over time. So we gotta do a little bit more work with that. Thinking about actual safety-wise, we put these two little just huts over the queue to block any shrapnel, things falling out of people's pockets, anything that might be, just to keep the guests safe as they're waiting in their queue line. We'll explain all those little dots here in a little while. Coming forward, again, we just enhanced some vegetation. We put up new lamps. Now, this is actually a lamp itself upside down in the ground. There all by itself. You're going to let me... I want to grab this one. This one, all by itself. That one? No. It's its own piece. But yeah, I've been... I see a lot of people do a lot of rotation stuff, and of course it's saving. Mind the lag. You're not going to let me do it. Okay, fine. I'll grab one of these. And we'll just rotate that around. Lock it just so it's at its 90 perfectly. But yeah, so we've got these beautiful lamps here, and it's interesting because it does light up a vast amount as people come through because it also has light on the ground. And of course, we have a spot on Copperhead Strike to light that up and make it look nice as you're coming through and waiting in your queue. Finish up the siding, like I said, we did put the roof on. Just made it look nice and pretty. Coming on in, and we themed a little bit on the inside. Again, it's supposed to take place, it's supposed to be a snake. So just going with the Old West theme, kind of feeling like it's a copy of exactly what we've done for the Runaway Railroad. Coming through, did some enhanced gates. Not super happy with these gates. I'm going to look at some other things that we have. Again, we don't just have these at our disposal. So, if anybody's wondering what they should make in the toolbox, theme maker, whatever it's called, toolkit items, there we go, yeah, toolbox, tin, anything. We got lighting inside, one above every card. Actually, I put a ceiling on, and the camera will just constantly get stuck on top of the ceiling. I just felt it made it a little bit more homey to put it in a room, put a ceiling on it. But yeah, so this is what it looks like with the lights on. Really nice and soft on your eyes as you get in. Still keeping with that dark theme instead of getting super bright. So I thought that worked out nicely. Turning back to day. and we've got ride lockers. Instead of doing a locker section outside like we've done for what was the Dipper, or also now known as Blue Eagle, has been we put the lockers inside. There's enough for each seat. These to be numbered, and you just put it into the seat if you have anything, just so it's not going on the ride. Now, a lot of rides like at Six Flags and stuff do that. It does take a little bit longer time because it is part of the boarding process. But again, without multiple trains, I think this is probably the best thing that we can do. Not a lot of super detailing inside. We kept that on the outside. Besides, it's, you know, fire hose for cleaning up puke. The operator has the show controls for a new item that's outside, and of course we have fire extinguisher as well. Let's take a step out. There is an idea if this ride for some reason became super popular and this was not enough queue, we do have it zoned out where we could actually take out this area to expand the queue line. I don't know how much we're going to need. The mine train over there uses a lot, especially with all the enhancements. There's one other thing that we've added to this besides lighting, and that is we have a Pyrotechnic involved. A burst of fire. Took forever to time this thing. The units are actually embedded in the steel. Up top, we have one on each side. It just gives one little flame. So let's speed this up. So that the fact that it didn't do it, so it does it twice. We didn't want it to do it 4 times. So we had to put the trigger up here, then time it out. When does it get to the middle? Okay, up. When does it get back to the middle? So it took a lot of testing. This thing has been tested probably about 45 times at this point, and here we go for 46. But I thought it was just something neat. You can actually see over here on the left, it's propane tank. Close enough, but hidden away. One burst of flame. How does that enhance the ride? It's literally just cheap. It's cheap. It is like a cheap gimmick for people to be like, wow, that's amazing. Has nothing to do with a snake, but I thought it looked cool. We were going to originally put in smoke, but I felt the flame was a little bit cooler. Let's see how it goes. Up and around, and another shot of flame. Again, just adding to it all. So there's Copperhead Strike. That one is pretty much done. Now, what I think we're going to end up doing, and I've been thinking about it, you'll notice all over the park. So I started off camera doing a lot of work. Oh, hold on. Yep, make sure that that's off. Okay. I have to do a lot of different things to actually record videos now, so I thought I forgot one. All right. So off camera, I've been doing a lot of work in the park because I do want to try to open up from between Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday. I want to try to open the park. Now, of course, we've got to stick with guidelines. A lot of guidelines. There's only going to be a handful of rides open, and we'll start from the front. And we'll talk about that before we jump into our main one today. So as you come in, of course, you've got these signs. Beautiful from the Creator's Toolkit. Social distancing to stay 6 feet away from guests. The queues are going to automatically bring you through the main entrance. Customer service will not be accessible. We're only going to allow a certain amount of people in per day, which will really cut down on having to use this main building. Now, there's a lot of construction happening in this building, so we just boarded it up for the year, put some, pardon our appearance signs on it while we work on the office upstairs. We do still have a customer service area. Let's walk through here. You'll notice all around these parks, we've got these white squares on the ground, these tape marks. This is roughly, very roughly, I'm just doing estimates here, 6 feet from your parties. And so as you're waiting to be go through the bag check and everything, this is for you to stay 6 feet apart. We've got, because it's going to take a little bit longer, this is where you'll be tested. We have to the right, you can go to the makeshift customer service, or you can wait in the left, back and forth for the capacity to go in. We only have one entrance open. I've been going crazy with the fence, if you can't tell. And then coming through this way, if you needed that many spaces, to the one guest relations area that we're going to have. You can see that we have one wash sink here. There are a couple around the park. But again, because we took out the main eatery in the back, the only bathrooms, so you really got to think about this when you're planning your trip, the only bathrooms that are accessible when we open up here for this December time is going to be at the front of the park. So that is going to be something people are going to need to know ahead of time. The reason I say that, all these sinks are where water would be available, because again, it still needs basic plumbing for these to work. You'll see a couple things up front. That's the only spot we put them was please wear the face mask and the covering. We put them here. We put them at every entrance people will be going in, and here on the walls as well. Just trying to keep with the times. We'll take everything out when we're done. If you do have to come customer service for a wheelchair, for a stroller, for anything, you'll then come through this secondary line. As you come through, snack machines are still open, and bathroom, but again, you've got spots to stay. As you come through, we've closed off this area, but we are allowing the bathroom. Again, your distances. We are going to put a stripe through the park. I'm not sure if it's going to be perforated or if it's going to be a solid stripe, but it is going to be directional. We're trying to just keep people away from each other. Let's take a walk to the left first. Let's head through here. Nothing really changed through here, except, of course, all the markings. We went through, and obviously we know, by the way, I see somebody rolling their eyes already. We know that the guests are not going to follow this. That's not a surprise to us. That's not a concern of mine. We live in this world of imagination that we call Riverside, and we're going to play it out. So, of course, we've got all the spacing there. Again, with the signs, as much as we can without being completely obnoxious. Let's head through. Main Strip still is open here. We are going to possibly switch up to eventually having something here, because it is just a long walk of just stuff to look at. Of course, the park used to go that way, but of course now it takes this left turn. That's not super new. We have a second wash station here. Again, we're just trying to spread them out a little bit. As we come through, just a reminder, we are allowing people to sit at this eating area, but we are hoping that people will stay far enough apart to not be on top of each other. Come through, the restaurant is closed for refurbishments. Complete gutting, actually. And of course, then we have another wash station at the accessibility. Of course, then we have Copperhead Strike, which looks great. And of course, nothing else except Copperhead Strike. This is a long walk down for one ride, but it is going to be fully open. This is going to be its grand opening. So I figured that that's fair. Let's head back towards the intersection of Main Street and Old Riverside. As we come through, I was thinking about the other day, will I eventually get rid of this? Will I eventually curve over to just a standard theme park? No idea. Depends what DLC comes out. Okay, so we're coming down Main Street. You'll notice every, vending has its COVID spacing. With that, we have another wash station. Actually, now I'm thinking about it because we got the wash station installed. Let's get rid of that. If you need medic in one side, out the other, 2 wash stations are available. At first aid, saving again. Okay, this is where it starts getting interesting again. Spacing for the carousel. We are closing off this section because there's not a lot to really see. So again, we're trying to work on crowd control. You're going to be able to come in this way. We have the gardens that are going to be open because, again, this is where we're going to set up a lot of our Christmas festivals. That bird is in mid-swing. But you're not going to be able to go out most of the entrances and exits. We do have the one by Main Street, and then we have this one that's right across from Blue Eagle. Those are the only ways in and out. Everything else is blocked off, barricaded off. Same thing with going over to the old restaurant area. Blocked off as well. What else has changed? Of course, we've got all the lines here for Blue Eagle. Blue Eagle, that's new. The sign has been installed. Its main sign on the roller coaster as well has been installed, and scaffolding has been removed. Again, we're just trying to make it a little bit safer. Let's head down through here. The only other thing is that we got the place where you pay for the boats, and this is where you'll start seeing rides that are closed. I'm closing off anything that feels enclosed. So you'll see as we go. And we put up the sorry for the inconvenience, rides down for annual maintenance. The ticket prices would not be as expensive. We're keeping the Tilt-A-Whirl open. That's a given. Of course, the restaurant will be going there. The Skyrocket will still be open. I don't even know what we've called it. The Ring still open. All these vending machines will still be open. But we are closing our 2 classic rides where they kind of put you in a cage. We're closing, the zipper. There we go. Again, closing that. Anything that would have people kind of enclosed in space. Scrambler is still open. Ferris wheel is still open. The whip and the teacups are open. And the bumper cars are closed. Again, it's just where hands are. We have decided to keep go-karts open. But again, keeping down the number of people who will be keeping down the time in between. So every time that they stop, they will be just quickly disinfected, and then you can board and start it again. So yeah, there you have it. That's a lot. That's a lot, and I realized that took up most of our episode of me just kind of talking about all the things I did off camera that you didn't get to see. Well, what is next? When we finish Copperhead Strike, besides a couple of detailing there, I wanted to actually look into, as we went down, we're going to start on the Gondola System. So, on the Gondola System, we need to figure out where do we want people to enter, which becomes a little challenging because I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which building we would want for them to enter. Let's see how many pieces are here. If we were to delete that wall, this is the same stuff that we pretty much got everything built out of. Let's see if there is a doorway. In this. I hope you guys are having a good day, by the way. I'm not sure if I had said that yet. See, it's not the same thing. Shuck but darn. I mean, I could make my own. There's really nothing saying that we can't. Because, again, there's no archway for this one. So that's not the same material. That is. But then it changes. Oh, wait. I just wasn't looking up far enough. Let's take you out. Let's take you out. I like that trimming that you're doing. Okay. This now allows us to work in this space. So let's start looking at this, shall we? Let's go with the path. Again, this one wasn't going to be super exciting. But allows us to do this. Okay, let's make you... There you go. Okay. So I want to make it, use all the space that we possibly can. Of course, that building's not super attached. I don't know. I don't know how much space we're really actually going to need, to be honest. How much clipping do you do? Yeah, I can see that. No, I don't like that. I want to keep it nice and pretty, and I realized that I didn't do a good angle on that one. Over to here. Looking good. Keep it rolling. Get out of there. Go here. Go back down. Get that. That's done. Let's take out... Excuse me. Take out this wall. Can I move you? Nobody would ever know. Okay, let's see if we can get ourselves down this corridor. Wish we had a thinner piece. We'll have to put something here to kind of block that view. The buildings are really on top of each other here. Alright, let's just click done with that for now. Let's go back to the path. Whoa, no. To here. Through here. Okay. Let's edit you. Let's gut that door. Let's move. Nope. Let's move this. Yeah, move the door. To about here. That's fine. Yeah. Wooden wall trim. Why can't I click on you? Oh. Had it for a second. Where do you want me to click on? There. Jeez, that was a pain in the butt. Okay. Take that out and this out. Let us now figure out. We can put a couple more back and forth in here, but this is where the exit's going to be too. The more we build, the more theming we're going to need. Okay, so that'll do it for this one. Let's edit you. I think right here is where we're gonna make our hole. Let's get here. Great. I did this one-sided and I shoot. Okay. That wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was going to be. I didn't know how much they were actually going to make me change, so we'll stick with that. Station 4. Damn. Really, as far as you're gonna let me go? I already like the parameters we're at, so we're gonna click on that. Oh right, I forgot I put it on this side. Oh, we've really kind of screwed ourselves here, didn't we? Yep. Okay, let's think about this again. Okay. That should do it. So entrance is there. Exit right at the porta potty. Right across from each other. Nope. To the wood. Yeah, I knew it. Damn. Let's see, what do we have here? Before I start doing anything crazy. Number of groups, 21 at 5 miles an hour. Because it fit back here nicely. So I gotta take off that. That opens it up. Now there's 23 groups. Let's see what that looks like, just for fun. Okay, loading 2 at a time, and go. God, I forgot how slow that starts. As long as it's spaced out to keep it running. That's all that I care about, really. Okay, yeah. That'll do. 1 mile an hour isn't going to do anything different, but I didn't want more than 21 of these things going around. I don't even want that many, but... yeah, that'll do. Okay. Now let's see if we can change it around a little more. Okay, here. I'd like to change the entrance to here. And I'd like to make the exit let's go here. Let's try it both on the right side again. No, like this. Okay, let's click done. Station 4. Hold on, before we do that. Yeah. Station 4. Place entrance. Right here. Place exit. Right here. Okay. Good. I'm okay with that. Let's check here. Still 21 at 6 miles an hour. Let's change our fence, even though I know it doesn't matter, but that's the kind of detail we like here. Turn off angle snapping, because it takes way too long. So again, that's the kind of detail that we want. Next episode, we'll finish the Gondola System. I won't do that one without you. To here, and to here, because of course the first part was me just showing you around our COVID ready for ready for Christmas and all that fun stuff. I hear you. That's good enough for now. Somebody's having a grand old time. And we'll build the station next time, but that's what we're going to be working on. But I think this is where we're going to have to end this episode. While I'm thinking about it, let's put another hole. Another hole in the wall. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Let's finish this bit at least. A rough brick wall. Rough. Okay, cool. This is brick though. It's the same stuff, just different color. God, I hate how that all lines up. Don't favorite it. I hate it. I know I could just leave it open, but jeez. This has got to at least come out. As I say, these are virtually impossible to click on. And every time you get it, you accidentally click out of it. Oh, come on. Jeez. All right. Let's go back up. You've got to at least be doing that. We'll expand here. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. We're going to come down, make it this color. And here. Jesus, who is where? You're loud. If I can hear you all the way over here. Pause, actually. All right, let's change it to you. Even though they look almost like the same color, they're definitely not. Very big difference. Interesting. I didn't even know I had two buildings sitting here. Okay. Let's change the color of you before we do anything else here. Notice how I said we were going to stop, but now I can't. I don't like the idea of having to expand the whole building. So if I move you, what if I do this? Now I need the brick, though. I'm sure I can find something. Excuse me. Of course, I can't turn it around. We'll figure something out, because that ain't working. Let's do the last color I'm thinking of it. But I'd rather have this than having to expand it to the side. But we got to figure out something to fill that gap. While we're thinking about it, let's put the exit path in. Where do we want you to come out, my friend? How much can we take away from here? How much is one big piece? Because that's a prop on the front, which I would hate to get rid of. They're all so big. That's the problem. I think I'd rather get rid of this, get rid of the bush, get rid of the door, come out this way. Gotta really decorate in here, but if I could make my own props and stuff, I would have made it look a little bit better, but c'est la vie. This is what we got to work with. Okay, take some of that. No, don't delete the whole thing. Oh, the plants are part of it. Okay, got it. Just like that. Okay, take that out. Take out that fence. Boom, just like that. Now we just, of course, are going to have to, you know, re-prettify that, but we can do that in a bit. Let's get this here. Nope. Okay, you're going to play hard way. Of course, that's what you want to do. Jesus. Oh God, why does it get so stupid? Sure, no idea what the heck's happening with the floor, but let's just do that. Let's get rid of you and you and you. I hate how big we have to have that. I really do. Oh well. So this is more or less what we're going for. We got a lot of decorating and making things look a little bit better, but at least we've got an entrance to the ride. So it'll come through here for the gondola system, and then of course we got to build the actual station there, so people can't see through it. And then we've got to do the station over here as well. Get those boards taken down. But we're slowly working our way this way. We will do the restaurant. That's going to be another thing. I just figured start the gondola system now. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you enjoy what you saw, we do try to put a video out here on the channel every day. And if you want to follow us around, we're on Instagram. Those links are down there in the description below. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.